Taxes and LLC, tax information and business classification. Business license. I'm going to go ahead and start this slideshow out by talking about a business license. No matter what your business classification, you more than likely need one. In Tennessee, a profit under $3,000 is considered a hobby. So once I made $3,000 on my books, I had to get a business license and register it with the county and the state. You can call your local county clerk's office and ask who you need to speak with about this, what their procedure is, and when you need to get one. Each state is going to be different, so I really can't tell you what your exact process is, but if you call your local office, they can help you. Business classification. A sole proprietorship is an unincorporated business with one owner who claims profits under their Social Security number. It's the easiest business classification and more than likely the one that most authors use. An LLC is a separate entity. It gets its own tax ID. You can open business accounts, bank accounts. You can do things in the business's name. It protects the owner, hence the limited liability. An example of this is bankruptcy. If you're an LLC, you're not required personally for the debt. Whereas if it's just a sole proprietorship and you had to file bankruptcy, they could come and make you pay for any of the debt that you owed. And a corporation is a new person in the eyes of the law. It has investors, and it's not likely a good option for authors, so I'm not going to really go over that one. Taxes. If you have an LLC, you're a sole proprietorship and likely filing everything under your Social Security number. This is what you're supposed to do. This is fine. An LLC will protect you if someone sued you or if you had to file bankruptcy or anything like that. And once you're making a decent profit, I recommend you do LLC the company. There is a fee for it. It's okay. You can deduct that on your taxes. There are a lot of expenses you can deduct on your taxes, and I'm going to list a few. Paperbacks that you order for signings or just to sell signed paperbacks. Any travel for signings, tables for signings, 50% of food at signings. You can't claim 100 because you have to eat anyway. So the IRS is like, well, you can't claim all of that because you have to eat. So you can't deduct 100%. Ad expenses. This can be Facebook ads, Twitter ads, BookBubs, Robin Reads, any ads. Ebook giveaways for the year. I do everything through Smashwords so I can count how many coupons have been used, times that by the book price, and then put a dollar value on ebook giveaways. So my opt-in offer for my newsletter, I count that up, times it by $2.99, and that's how much I spent to get newsletter subscribers. If I do any other giveaways, same thing. This year I've been using InstaFreebie a lot, so I'm going to go through and look at how many copies I've given away, times it by the ebook price, and that's going in there too. Some more expenses are the monthly expense for Photoshop that I use, post office expenses, swag, stamps used to mail bookmarks, editing, covers, any photos or subscription to photo sites that are bought for teasers or whatever it is you use them for. Property taxes. I have to pay property taxes on my computer and any other equipment that I use for the business, which is going to be a printer too this year, and probably my exercise bike, my Fit Desk. They want you to list everything and you have to pay taxes on it. Luckily, it's not a whole lot, but home office expenses. You can deduct a home office only if you have a designated room for your office. And it does get a little tricky, so you need to look up the laws for that. If you do deduct a home office, look it up for your state. Everything is by state. So you can usually go to the IRS and you can find everything that you need for your state there. Taxes. Okay, when filing as a sole proprietor, You will claim your business as a small business and you are a self-employed person. You have to file a Schedule C, and yes, it costs money to file this form. You have to pay a self-employment tax, and it's variable depending on your income for the year. I have noticed the more my income is, the more my self-employment tax is. I think it jumped up over $600 last year, and it hurts a lot, but that's good. That means I made more money. And a reminder, too many years of loss is bad. You need to watch your expenses. If you've had loss after loss after loss, then you're spending too much on expenses. I know it's easy to get caught up in buying all the cute stuff to give away at signings and to go to all the signings and everything, but you don't need that many years of loss. You need to be turning a profit at some point. 2 to 3 years, you need to be turning a profit. More than that, and you're doing something very wrong. How to LLC. LegalZoom is my recommended way to LLC. It tells you your state laws, everything that's necessary. It lets you upload everything you need to know. You have access to an accountant during tax time, and they have people on a legal team that you have access to for any assistance you need yearly. There's a fee for all that, of course. It's about $200 more than it would be if you filed it by yourself. But if you don't have basic business knowledge, it means you don't do your own taxes, you don't take care of your books, you don't understand half of the jargon that I've said, or you can't read a legal document and understand what it's saying, LegalZoom is what you need to do. You don't want to get in trouble with the IRS, just you don't want it to happen. So, but if you have a good business sense, then that'll be the next slide. You don't have to go through LegalZoom, but if you don't, I definitely recommend using this. I do have a good legal sense, and I'm probably going to use LegalZoom when I LLC this year. Okay, the rest of how to LLC. If you know what you're doing, you have business and legal knowledge, you can go to your state website and find the link to businesses. You're a small business classified as a sole proprietorship until you become a limited liability corporation, LLC. They will have a link to let you download the paperwork that you need, let you know how much the yearly fee is, how much it is to file. It'll tell you everything that you need to know on this website. Just go to, I think Tennessee's is tennessee.gov. Just go to your state's website, look for it, and find exactly what you need from there.